International Airport ATIS Information Hotel 23530. West 2708. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,500. 6,000 scattered. Ceiling to 5,000 broken. Temperature 13. 2.0. Altimeter 3044. Simultaneous visual approaches in use runways 28 left and 28er. Jet aircraft expect a mill visual approach. Departing runways 28 left and 28er. Notices to air mission. Pushback onto taxiways Tango and Kilo requires ATC clearance. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Okay, there we are. Now we've got microphone. Hey, Bernice. Hey, Graham. Good to have you guys in here tonight. Welcome to the flight from PDX, Portland to San Francisco. I had a couple of technical anomalies going on here, so I've got one more thing I need to bring up. My flight sim, Ham Shack, office practically blew up today. I lost my streaming computer. I lost a second backup computer, but fortunately, I was able to get the other computer going. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. All right, there I am. Welcome in. We're here at Portland. We've got our United 737-700 up and ready to go. All right, let's get on the flight deck. Let me get myself together here. Let's make sure that gear lever is in its proper position. I tell you, I kid you not, I had some real deals to deal with here today. But the first thing that we need to do is we need to go ahead and get our clearance. And I'm going to catch my breath here, so we're going to talk to Portland Tower. We do have VATSIM on tonight. We have Information Hotel, as you heard earlier, so let's go ahead and make our call. All right, we are United tonight, not Southwest. I got to remember that. See, it's on the hat. Okay. Portland Tower, good evening. This is United 1313 at Gate Charlie 16, requesting IFR clearance to San Francisco.
United 1313, Portland ground, good evening. Hang on one second. I think Portland ground's having issues. I'm going to see if they can come back up.
Yeah, I lost them there, so I kind of wondered what happened. It looks like they may be back. Let me make sure I've got that frequency in, and we'll go ahead and call them.
Stay with me for the moment. I'll let you know when he's back up and running.
Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and get the rest of our flight plan going here, United 1313. Okay, guys, well, there you go. Let's get started here with the checklist.
Tower, Alaska 1204. Looks like I'm number 2 here.
Okay, everything is good there.
1204, Portland Tower, good evening.
Right, I'm going to go ahead and turn down those comms just a minute. Okay, parking brake is set, battery and standby power on. Emergency exit lights are closed. Let's get our lights on. We'll turn those on. Anti-collision and everything is set. I know
11:38.
IRS is already set. We've got those on, and we'll start getting the navigational information in. Passenger signs, let's get them to auto. I actually have another button here, and
we're putting 260.
We're gonna have some chatter here this evening.
Wind acknowledged, clear for takeoff, 28 left.
Okay, we'll get that go. Our electric hydraulic pumps, we'll get those turned on. Our yaw damper, we'll get that turned on. Our window heat, let's get our window heats turned on up here on the overhead panel. Okay, I have already loaded the fuel and the passengers are on board, so let's get our APU started here. We'll start our APU up. Okay, fuel is ready. APU start. And we'll get the APU started there. All right, let's go down here to our FMCs. And we'll start getting everything there. So this fuel, the payload is set, the fuel is set. Okay, that's good. We're going to go to the route, request the flight plan. We're going to clear that. We're going to do that just like they do in real life. Let's pull up our sim brief panel here and get our flight plan in here so we can take a look at exactly what we need to be putting in. Our cruise altitude is 39,000 feet here this evening. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up in our pressurization panel.
Scout left 33.
So
Correction, Scout left 38.
39,000 there, and
2.8.
we'll go ahead and set our altitude for 39,000, although he may give us a clearance altitude a little bit lower than that.
And Alaska 1204,
we will see.
28 left line point.
3 left line of point.
Okay, very good. Bernie, hey, good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. Thanks for joining in the chat, guys. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, press that thumbs up button. I'll go ahead and remind you of that early. Sure would appreciate you getting that accomplished for me. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you doing that. Get a couple of other things going over here in the background so that we can record our landing when we get into San Francisco. And I'm going to move that over here to where it stays.
United 1313.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, ground had to go, but your clearance is on request number 1. Stand by.
All righty, sir. Appreciate it. And welcome to the Captain Jack flight stream this evening, United 1313. Okay, let's get going on here. Okay, everything is set now. Our APU should be started good.
1204.
And we're going to go ahead and get our APU ready to go. Okay, APU bleed. Let's get the APU bleed on. Our APU gen is ready. Get that turned on. Let's check our APU gen. All right, we are good in that regard. Packs and isolation valve are off and open.
Keep your eye out for pesky planes appearing on your departure path.
Might be a fun flight this evening, you think?
Zoomed in.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit our B button here because I know that our altimeter is at 30.44. I tell you, it's a little high there in Portland today. How about that? Okay, fueling, loading, boarding is all done. That's good. Let's go ahead and get around here. I'm going to... let's go over here for just a moment. Let's...
Tower, Alaska 508 is about 16 miles out inbound for the mill visual arrival for 28 right.
Okay, so let's go down to our routing. So it's going to be 28 left will be our takeoff.
On the localizer on 28 right, clear land.
And we're going to import everything there. Okay, 3044, that's good. Let's go ahead and do our takeoff calculation for flap 1. We're going to have V1 of 127 and VR of 127. V2 is going to be 131, and our reference will be 129. So we'll get that programmed into the FMC here. Okay, our route uplink is ready. Let's load that.
Request number 2, stand by.
Yeah, so we're waiting to get our clearance here.
1204, leaving my airspace. No further ATC available. Monitoring Unicom 122.8. See you.
Over to Unicom. Thanks for the help. Alaska 1204.
I'm going to go ahead and dial up the Unicom frequency in the B side of COM 1 here. We'll get that loaded up. Okay, that's ready. All right, we're going to activate our route and hit execute, and we're ready to go. Let's go to our performance initialization, and we're going to request it. Once again, we're doing this like the guys do for real. And let's see, our altimeter is set. Our transponder, he has not given me a transponder code at just the moment, so we'll wait for our clearance from him. He'll tell us as we go. Okay, our performance initialization is ready for loading and executing, and we're there. We know that we're going... No, I didn't mean to hit that again. Let's go to N1 limit, and that looks good. Our flaps are going to be 1. Our CG is 19.6, so we're going to set our trim to 5.80. Let's get that roll up. If you can get in here, we'll zoom in a little closer and get it at about 5.80. All right, guys. Once again, if you're just joining us tonight, we're going to be flying.
1313.
Yeah, here we go.
For patience, I have your clearance ready. Advise, ready to copy.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm a pilot. Doctors have patience, but no, I'm ready to copy. Go ahead. UAL 1313.
United 1313, you are cleared to the San Francisco International Airport via the Midi 5 departure. Eason transition, then as filed, climb maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 390, 5 or 10 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be on Unicom 122.8 and squawk 3511.
Boy, you got to ride fast. All right, we're cleared to SFO via the Midi 5 departure in Eason as filed, flight level 390, and let's see, I forgot what 1228 was. There we go, but let's see. I know I missed something there. Go ahead.
United 1313, squawk 3511.
Okay, that's what I couldn't read. All right, 3511. Couldn't read my own writing. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. UAL 1313. Okay, so we're going to go 35.
13, readback is correct. Pushback on the ramp is at your discretion. Call for taxi home short of Tango and expect runway 28 left for departure tonight.
Okay, pushback my discretion, call for taxi, and expect 28 left. United 1313. Okay, so we got that in there, and I've got our squawk code in. As a matter of fact, I can show you where I'm putting all that. We'll bring up our cam throttle there and our radio throttle, so 3511, you can see that. We'll go to 122.8 Unicom, but right now we are on the tower frequency of 12377. Okay, let's see where we are. We're going to be ready for pushback and start in just a moment, but let's go ahead and make sure that we've got everything in our FMC. 127, 127, 131, so let's get that in.
We are lining up 28 left.
127.
Alaska 508, runway 28 left, clear land.
127
508.
and 131.
Portland Tower,
Okay, it's given me performance initialization is ready. Let's just make sure that.
Request number 2.
Okay, I think we are good. Let's make sure that that looks right. Okay, it is. Let's go ahead and load that again. Let's just hit load and make sure that there's no problem with it, and execute, verify takeoff speeds.
Riddle 309, Portland Tower.
Okay, those are set. 131 plus 15. We're going to get that in the MCP up here. 131 plus 15 is going to be 146, so we'll set that as our initial takeoff speed.
309, Portland Tower.
Okay, and we'll get the, let's go ahead and get the information in for the runways, and I'm going to look that up over here on my other iPad, so we'll get that over here.
Riddle 309, maintain VFR to below 3,500, squawk 34.
We're going to be taking off on 28 left, so I'll look that up. That means we need to set our course to 283. I actually, last couple of days, flew into Portland via Boise and Montrose, Colorado from Denver. So I actually had the airplane sitting here ready for our flight here this evening. So we'll get those dialed up on the course, and we'll go ahead and set our heading.
Riddle 309.
Too far? 283.
Short of Alpha for taxi. Expect runway 28 right.
Okay, that looks right.
We'll call.
And everything is set there. I'm going to go ahead and give him a squawk of our squawk code and hit ident, so he will have that. 3511 is our squawk code tonight. Okay, we are ready for pushback and start.
508, looks like you're lined up for runway 28 right. So runway 28 right, clear to land.
So we're going to want that tail to go to the right, tail and nose to the right. So let's go ahead and set up for
you initially told me 28
pushback.
Right. Looks like you're lined up for 28 left on my display.
It's fun to actually have people on here. All right. Okay, we're going to push.
Any runway.
A standard L, we're going to turn the nose and the tail to the right. All right, that should work. We're going to call for our tug. Okay, that's good. Let's go back up top and just make sure that everything is set. We're going to go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps and switches there and get those ready for engine start. So let's go ahead and push back at our discretion. Here we go.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our left.
No, we want the tail to the right. I don't know why.
Roger that. Ready for pushback, tail to the left. Release brake, please.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and figure that out and see what they do with us here.
And Alaska 69, I have your clearance available. Advise, ready to copy.
Ready to copy.
All right, let's see where he starts pushing
Alaska
us.
69, you are cleared to the
okay, flight directors are going to be on.
In transition, then as filed. Climb, maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 330. 10 minutes after.
So once again, we want the tail over here.
1675, please.
All right. right. United States to the level 6 and.
You know what? He's just pushing us straight out, so I think I'm going to live with that. Let's see where he puts us here. Oh, he's doing it right. The tail and the nose are going to the right. Okay, that's what I wanted.
Alaska 69.
And to our left.
Correct. Call me for pushback on 2 Tango. Expect runway 28 left.
By the way, if you want to track us tonight in Simaware, Simaware.ca, we are going to be UAL 1313, so we'll take a look at that here in just a minute.
Alaska 508, Alpha 5 Kilo to the ramp. Have a nice evening.
Alpha 5 Kilo to the ramp.
Okay, and let's go ahead and get the engine started.
Officers, I will call you when...
Okay, parking brake, please.
Alaska 69, thank you.
Waiting for the engine to spool up.
Attention all aircraft, Portland Tower's going to step away for about 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
Copy.
Steering pin is pulled. Watch for the salute and release guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Okay, let's introduce fuel on number 2. Let's watch her come up. All right, there we go. Let's start up number 1 and get her going here. Pretty airplane. We're using a United kind of retro livery there. I forgot what they call this livery. There is a certain name for it. By the way, we are operating an ETOPS aircraft here. Okay, we're looking good. Let's introduce fuel on number 1. There we go. Let's get those engines spooled up. And we'll be ready to go over to generators, and when the tower gets back, we'll call for taxi here.
Attention all aircraft, Portland Tower's back.
Okay, we're waiting for that overhead button to click, and there it goes. All right, both our engines are there. Let's go ahead and go to our engine gens. Engine gens are on. All right, let's go through and make sure that we've got the correct voltages and current there. Yep, everything is looking good on the gens. We're going to turn on our probes and get those on. We're going to get the engine hydraulics on and turn the electrics off. That's good. Recirc fan to auto, PAX to auto, and isolation valve as well, and engine bleeds are on. We can go ahead and turn off our APU bleed, and we'll go down here, and with my button on my Bravo throttle quadrant, I will turn off the APU. All right, overhead is set. We are just about ready to call for taxi. Let's go through the rest of that pre-taxi checklist. All right, all of that is good. Let's set our flaps to flaps 1 and get those in position for takeoff. Elevator trim is set. We can go ahead and check our flight controls. We'll get up here to do that. Flight controls left and full down, full up, left and rudder. Rudder left and right. All right, we are set. Flight controls are free. Auto throttle, let's get it armed, and let's get our brakes to RTO. And I need to pull up the ground routing here for PDX. I've got a general idea where I think he's going to send us, but we're just going to make sure. Why is my ship not enabled? I know why it's not. Okay.
Alaska 69, pushback onto Tango's approved. Tail to the west, please.
Okay, I also need to pull up Volanta. I forgot to pull up Volanta. We're going to do that for our flight sims, so you can go back and look at the flights if you like. Let's go ahead and add the flight plan, and we're going to import that from SimBrief. All right, we are live on Volanta.
And
let's
roll
get our
3009, Portland Taxi, Squawk VFR, or correction, Squawk Mo Charlie, please.
Let's get our landing rate monitor up. We're going to go ahead and get our route plan in for this. We're going to fetch it from SimBrief, and now we are live on FSHub.io. All right, so once again, you can look us up on Simaware.ca, UAL 1313, and we'll get that on. Let's call the tower and get out of here. All right, let's see. I need to make sure that this is connected as well. All right, there we go. Yeah, tower, United 1313. We are pushed back from Charlie 16 and ready for taxi.
United 1313, runway, or correction, Portland altimeter is 3044, runway 28 left, taxi via Tango Bravo.
Okay, copy the altimeter 3044, and we're cleared to 28 left via Tango Bravo South, or United 1313. All right, let's get moving here. Glad you guys are here tonight. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. Let's get our taxi lights on and get the aircraft moving.
Taxi. Riddle 309, runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha.
28 right via Alpha, Riddle 309.
Okay, we're going to make a left turn. And we're going to taxi via Tango, which is the yellow line there right in front of us. It'll slow us down just a little bit. And we're going to make a left turn here, so there is some traffic around. Yep, we're going to be second for takeoff, runway 28 left, and we'll be following that Alaska aircraft. Like a couple of Alaskas here in Portland tonight.
Tower, Alaska 69 is ready for taxi, runway 28 left.
Alaska 69, runway 28 left, taxi via Bravo, or Tango Bravo.
It's nice to have some other traffic here, so let's slow up a little bit.
1313, follow the traffic.
1313 will follow the traffic. All right, how you guys doing? Nathan's here. Hey, Nathan, welcome, man. We are all fired up and ready to go. Nathan, thanks for your help. By the way, as you can see, the streaming computer is working. I tell you, I had such a trouble with that today, and then my backup computer totally failed me. I think the motherboard is bad, but I'm going to try another trick with it. Nathan, what ended up fixing the streaming computer is I totally separated the power supply from the motherboard and plugged everything back in.
Runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Reset the video card, reset the memory sticks, and fired it up, and she came right up. So I don't know, man. It must have taken a little bit of a hit last night when I accidentally unplugged everything here in the shack. I've been redoing my ham shack / office / flight simulator. Hey, M. Haggard, I see. Was that for Merle Haggard? Just noticed you subscribed to the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, that's awesome. Captain Jack here. We're going to fly a real-time flight here. And it's still pretty sunny out there on the West Coast. Here in Denver, yeah, Nathan, I'm glad it's working too, man. I'll tell you, I really just right now could not afford another computer and really just was not ready for the total crash down that I had. And I've been rewiring, redoing a bunch of the stuff here in the, like I said, the ham shack, the home office, the flight simulator room. And man, oh man, I could not be happier the way things turned out. Hope the stream looks and sounds good. Yeah, I know, computers, right? You know, they were supposed to make our lives easier. Well, they definitely made more jobs for people, but boy, if you don't know what you're doing and don't have a general idea of what you're doing, You might throw away a perfectly decent computer just for the want of a couple of technical know-hows there, and I got lucky. I had an experience before where indeed I had to reset a CMOS battery before and reset the BIOS. There's that pretty Alaska jet in front of us. We're going to go ahead and slow up here a little more. Probably get to where we can watch him take off. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of housekeeping items here. Let's reset our fuel flow and rate. Let's go ahead and get our clock started. All right. Okay, also a ham, M. Haggard there. Well, welcome, man. KI5 Echo, Uniform Echo. All right, let's get the parking brake on. Tower UAL 1313. We're holding short. Runway 28 left for traffic.
Yeah, 1313, Volanta Tower, Roger. Alaska 69, the wind 2708, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, let's
take off. Runway 28 left, Alaska.
Let's watch him do a little takeoff here.
Got 1313, Volanta Tower, line for wait, runway 28 left.
Okay, we'll line up and wait. 1313, United. Okay, I kind of wanted to watch him take off here, so we'll let him get a little further down the runway. And there he goes, right on. This is so cool tonight to have a little extra traffic along. Okay, he's rotating, so let's go ahead and get a parking brake off. And we'll go ahead and roll on up. Let's get our engine start switches to continuous.
Alaska 69, Volanta Tower, no further AT service are available. Monitor Intercom 122.8. We'll see you. Have a good flight.
Monitor Intercom, thank you so much for the great day to see you guys. See you.
Okay, we're going to line up and wait. All right, rest of the checklist. Clock is reset. Let's get our landing lights on. Our transponder, let's go to TARA. That's on. Clock is set. Runway is confirmed. We'll wait for our go for takeoff here. So again, welcome, guys. Glad you're here. Wonderful to see you. If you haven't said hello in the chat there, sure would appreciate it. And we'll soon get underway to Portland here.
United 1313, the wind 270, correction 32906, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, buddy, thank you. Clear for takeoff, United 1313. All right, let's get her going here, guys. Let's get the engines up to 50%. And we're rolling. All right, takeoff power. Go ahead and set takeoff power. Slight forward pressure on the yoke. And toga. Here we go. 80 knots checked. There we go. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
All right, gear up. Get our LNAV and VNAV on. We're going to fly the runway heading here until he tells us. Actually, we're going to go ahead and turn on flight plan. Okay, we're watching that magenta cross in the PFD down to the lower left. All right, we can get our flaps up. Flaps are up. Climbing out over Portland. There's the airport behind us. Okay, we're climbing through 5,000 feet. Beautiful day in Portland today. When I landed in Portland last night, go ahead and bring you back up on the flight deck here. When I flew out of Portland last night, or flew into Portland rather, there's another aircraft down in front of us, just above the dash there. Or is that an airport? That may be an airport beacon, actually. I'm seeing another aircraft down in front of us. That may be him. Okay, we're at 9,500 feet. Okay, there's 10,000. We'll go ahead and bring the autopilot online, autopilot A. Got autopilot A on, and I imagine he's going to clear us for Unicom here in just a moment. Okay, he cleared us via Eason, so we're heading on to Eason that you can see here on the MFD. 11,500 feet. There's another aircraft just about 5 miles off of our nose. Too cloudy, can't really see him. Now there's a large volcanic mountain over there, I believe. Is that Mount St. Helens? I forget what's off over there. That's interesting. Let's bring up Simaware over here on the other screen. So let's get that in here. Okay, now I know. Okay, there it is. It found it. All right, we'll go ahead and bring that up to where you guys can see it. Okay, here we are. Yeah, there's another aircraft off down below us, 3,500 feet, and another one at 6,300 feet. All right, very good. Once again, too, you can track us on fshub.io. Go ahead and bring that in. Okay, we're the white aircraft on this screen. No, maybe we're not. See, one of those has got to be us. There we are. All right. And once again, we are on Volanta, so you can track us on Volanta as well. Okay, back up here, and away we go. Let's see. What's going on tonight, guys? Let me know what's going on over there in the chat window. And once I'm going to clear with Tower here. Portland Tower, United 1313. Are you ready for us to switch over to Unicom?
Oh, United 1313, I completely forgot. Frequency for Good night, 02.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for being on the flight stream tonight on YouTube. We appreciate it, and glad to have you here. United 1313. Okay, Unicom frequency. This is United 1313, currently about 20 miles to the north of Eason at 20,500 feet. United 1313, Unicom. All right, so we're on the Unicom frequency there. We're going to kind of keep a look and see who else might pop on here for us this evening. So I'll show you the VATSIM VAT Spy screen that we're using. So here we are, 1313. And if we look on down through Oregon and into California, it looks like we've got tower and approach down in San Francisco. So I hope those folks will hang on in there for us as we go. Guys, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go grab a drink of water here real quick. And I did not bring my water down with me, so if you wouldn't mind, I'll give you a beautiful view of the airplane outside over Oregon, and we'll be back here in just a minute. Yeah, let's not hit that button, right? All right, we can get rid of our SimBrief panel here, too. All right, let's do that one. There we go. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back in here. We just flew over Salem, Oregon, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the sounds down just a little bit there. Look at the mountains off in the distance there. I need to look and see if I can figure out exactly what those are. That would be very interesting to know. They're quite a distance away. It looks as though... oh, you know what? Those are the three sisters. There's a north sister, a middle sister, and a south sister. 10,000-foot high mountains over there. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm not familiar with those too much. But yeah, that's what we're seeing off in the distance there. We need to do just a quick flight sometime, and I actually think we did that in an earlier flight stream, but we need to do a quick flight sometime from maybe Portland or even Salem or Eugene to Seattle, so we can see Mount Hood and Mount St. Helens and all that kind of thing. So we'll do that sometime. About to fly over Corvallis, Oregon. Not sure if we can see that below the cloud cover down there, but no, pretty cloudy in Corvallis. But off to our west there is the coast of Oregon. So let's go back up on the flight deck here and check out a few things. I want to make sure that I know generally. Okay. That's good. I know generally when our top of descent is. There's our top of climb coming up about 60 miles away as we climb at about 1,400 feet per minute. Okay, everything's looking good aboard the aircraft. Let's take an initial quick look at our landing dispatch and what we can generally expect in San Francisco. We're making a turn to the left there. Let's get our SimBrief flight plan back up here real quick. And as we go down there, so we're going to be landing via the Bodega 3 star on 28 right. That'll be a nice entry from the south, in the South Bay there. So 28 right. We'll go ahead and bring up some preliminary numbers here. 28 right. Come on. We got that in the way. Okay, 28 right. There we go. Right now, the condition of the runway is, well, let's look at the weather to start with. Okay, temperature of 59 degrees, 30.1, wind 290 at 21. All right, that's not bad. We'll do an initial calculation here for our VREF. That looks good for the time being. So, yeah, we've got a bit of a flight. It's 0114 UTC. Let's bring up our legs here. Let's make sure we don't have any problems leg-wise. Okay, let's get our arrival into San Francisco. We're going to do, once again, what was that? 28 right. Okay, 28 right. So we're going to do an ILS 28 right. And we know the star is Bodega and Melbeck is the transition. So let's get that in there. I should have done that before we took off, but we'll get a recalculation on the speeds. I'm going to set our cruise altitude to flight level 39er. I found out that sometimes SimBrief puts the wrong thing in there, and you can go, or the flight plan gets imported with the wrong thing. So we're going to set flight level 39er, which is what our flight plan calls for, and we get the recalculations here. So we'll be at flight level 39 here just in a little bit at Ebini. I love the way some of these waypoints are named. No descent path after bricks. All right, we're going to have to go through and look and see what that's all about. Okay, because, yeah, we'll have a vector, but we're going to go ahead and go past that. Runway 2 right. Go ahead and do a few little housekeeping things here when I think of it. We'll set up our fixed rings for runway 28. And right now, the weather is showing us that those winds will probably keep us in this approach and landing configuration. Yeah, I know, I don't care. It's not a problem. All right, 15. Okay, our range rings are set. And in just a little bit later, we'll get a descent forecast, but it's a little bit too early for that at the moment. If you guys ever have, during the Seattle flight, it'll take you right past Mount Rainier. Yeah, and I know, Bernice, that I've flown over and seen Mount St. Helens as well. Okay, ZT107, hello, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining us on the Captain Jack Flight Sim. Really appreciate all of you who have joined in and have decided to spend part of your Wednesday evening with me. Let me ask you this. Here's a question for the chat tonight. I was your PDX tower up to right before takeoff. Enjoyed having you in Portland. Oh, man, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes I'll look on the VATSIM who the controllers are for that particular area. I didn't tonight, but welcome, and thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate it. You did a great job. You guys who do VATSIM are really amazing, just amazing. Are you a professional ATC guy, or do you just do this for fun? I'd be curious to know. I know there's a lot of real ATC people who come in and do that for us flight sim pilots. So really, really thank you. Appreciate it so much. Bernice says, do you keep track of your flight hours on your sim? Does the sim software do that for you? You know what? FSHub.io does. Volanta does, although once again, I'm only using Volanta for flight streams. Bernice, and I'm going to be advancing that a little bit. I don't have the banner up for Volanta. I should try to do that. Let's see. You know, once again, with the computer problem that I had earlier today, I don't believe I'm going to be able to have that track overlay up this evening. I've got to get that fixed. But the various websites, well, and yes, actually, the simulator itself does, Bernice. The simulator itself does. So I can always go back and look at that. I want to say that I've got nearly 300 hours on this sim. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at that because on fshub.io, let's go back over here. Yeah, there we go. So since I started using fshub.io, Bernice, I've got 92.92 total flight hours. In the sim itself, it's going to tell me a lot more than that because I just started using this really in the latter part of November, I think, and it also gives a complete listing of all your flights. For instance, flying into, I flew from Denver to Montrose, Colorado. I flew from Montrose to Boise, and then Boise, I didn't get this started in time to Portland, and it gives you your landing rates and the distance flown and flight time and all that. So, yeah, in answer to your question, yeah, there's quite a lot about how to maybe keep up with that for sure. Let's see, ZT107, not a real-world FAA controller. We got a guy in the ARTCC going to the academy next month, though. We do. You know what? You don't do your best to emulate the real world. You really do very well. I really appreciate the job you guys do, and sometimes I get excited and. I want to throw, I was a radio guy for many, many, many years, and I sometimes end up probably putting a little bit too much personality in there, as it were. Okay, let's go through some of our after takeoff checklists here, which I did not do. Let's get our brakes off, and let's get our landing gear unlocked. Let's get our engine starts to off. Let's check our pressurization. Everything looks good there. We're pressurizing up nicely. I do need to get the elevation of SFO and get that in there. ZT107, I know that there's some different levels that you guys can do. That's really, really cool. I'd like to I should read on VATSIM sometime and try to get a little more information on what some of those are. I don't want to be a controller myself because I love the piloting end of it too much, and it's a challenge, and it's so much fun. And I actually have a friend, my good friend Paul, who is a ham radio operator, but he's also a trainer for United Airlines, and he comes into Denver quite frequently, and he's actually given me a tour. Okay, what's my elevation? Elevation is 13 feet. Okay, well, we can just leave that at 11. I knew it was somewhere around sea level. But anyway, Paul, K1NRA is his ham radio call sign, and he's a trainer for United. He comes to Denver quite frequently. He took me in for a tour of the United flight training facility, and we got to see all the simulators. And then I have another good friend there who actually let me get in a 787 Dreamliner, and I was able to land it several times. So, man, oh man, so cool, so cool. Let's see there. Yeah, ZT107, man, good luck with it for sure. As Graham says, we certainly will be pulling for you, and looking forward to hearing you more there. I'll try to make some more flights into Portland. And actually, I would ask you too. Do you just do Portland? Do you live in that area? Do you just do Portland, or do you? Can you guys, do different areas of the country or even different areas of the world? I think you're kind of assigned the way VATSIM works, but I'm not sure. So I'd be curious as to answer that. All right. Well, we are at 39,000 feet. Let's go down and look at our progress page. So once again, on our clock, we're at 0122. So our top of descent is going to be in less than a half hour, 228 miles. We'll get into San Francisco in about another, little less than an hour. So we'll just hang out together here. You guys can chat in the chat or ask me questions, or I'll ask you questions and whatnot. Those of you, let's see, ZT107 says, if you want to learn quite a bit about controlling, you can run the VAT USA Academy to learn all the clearance, delivery, ground control stuff without having to commit, without having to learn. That's a good idea for us sim pilots, too, just so we could kind of understand more of the nature and flow of what goes on, with you guys. And I'm curious, too, ZT, I would be real curious. I'd love to see your setup. What do you use? A couple of computer monitors? That sort of thing. You live in the ZSA area, not a Portland local, but that's where we train on cab ops. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Man, what an incredible community. What an absolutely incredible community. Wow. Let's take a look outside the aircraft here. Once again, the west coast of Oregon coming towards Northern California. And I want to say that's Mount Shasta off in the distance. I think that's Mount Shasta off in the distance because I know it's in part of Northern California there. We just passed Roseburg, Oregon, I think. Or is that California? Are we in California now? I'm not sure. Okay, no, we haven't hit the state line just yet. So you can only control, Andrew says, you can only control within our ARTCC area that you're certified for. Okay, Andrew, that makes sense. And Andrew, welcome. I don't know if I said hello to you, but thanks for being here, man. Sure appreciate you, all of you guys showing up here. I need to get me a United or a Southwest cup there. That would be kind of cool. All right, let's see. All right, we're looking pretty good on Simaware there. I'll go ahead and pull that up for you. Looks like it just caught up. All right, looking good, looking good. Yeah, once again, we're on Volanta, we're on fshub.io, we're on Simaware.ca, and you can track us at UAL1313. If you're watching this live, of course. And this is live. We generally start my flight sims at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. By the way, I got a really cool view of the whole cockpit there that I was going to show you guys, too. Oh, no worries about forgetting to send us to Unicom. You know, you guys are busy. That's just the thing. I don't know how you keep up with everything you keep up with. I think flying this aircraft is complicated sometimes, but, man, everything that you guys do is just remarkable. Let's see, ZT107 says the other is a kind of a top-down display that's supposed to simulate an out-the-window display from the cab. Oh, my gosh. That is really cool. So it's like you see airplanes taxiing around the tarmac. Is that what you're saying there? I think I need to find this. I'm going to look over here on this computer, but I do have a picture of my flight sim set up here. I need to actually make it in OBS to where I can just click on a button. But here, if you guys want to see, that's my flight simulator picture of the room that I'm in, which is my ham radio shack. You can see my ham radio over here in the corner. So that's my amateur radio that I use. Here's the Alpha and the Bravo honeycomb flight yoke and throttle quadrant. I've got my extra computer over here on the right that I keep the VATSIM information up on. So that's pretty cool. We got SMF-ATIS is just shown. And Oakland Center. Oh, good. Oakland Center has shown up. We'll take a look at that in just a minute and make sure that we're ready for that. Okay, so there you go. That's the flight simulator room, my ham shack, my office, and everything that we have here. Yeah, ZT107, if you could send me a screenshot of your setup at some point. By the way, you can send it to me via email there, too, as you see on the screen, CaptainJackFLTSIM@outlook.com. And promise not to share your information or anything, but I would kind of like to get to make some new friends here, and that would be fun. That would be fun. Okay, let's look at our Yep, we're going to soon run into Oakland Center. All right, here I'll show you guys on the screen here. So Oakland Center is on tonight, and then, of course, we're going to be going down into SFO. And it looks like San Francisco ATIS is on. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up because I don't know if you guys can resolve this on your screen here, but here we are, UAL 1313, and we're soon going to be in Oakland Center. So Oakland Center frequency is 132.200. May go ahead and start monitoring that here in just a minute. So 132.200. Once again, I'm dialing that up here on our radio. So 132.200. We'll stay on Unicom for just a few minutes here, though. Okay. And actually, what I can do, too, is I can put 132.200 on my second radio, and we can start listening. So I'll go ahead and dial that up on the COM 2, 132.200. Okay, put that on COM 2. Let's go down here and make sure that we have the...
360.
There he is.
Roger that. We have the traffic inside. Thanks for the weight turbulence. 1420. Right.
Okay. Gonna monitor that.
The FedEx 285 at traffic 12 o'clock. 12 to 1 o'clock.
Okay, Andrew. Let me
westbound
let me find that.
7 level 340 descending. It shouldn't be a factor for you.
Okay, I don't see it just yet. Captain Jack Flight Sim at Outlook.com. Yeah, it's, or wait a minute, let me look.
786, contact NorCal approach 133.905. We'll see you.
Oh, is NorCal approach on now? Boy, we've had yeah, NorCal approach is on. 133.950. Interesting.
Falcon Center, Northwest, 45 heavy with you, climbing through 17 for flight level 190.
Northwest 45, Oakland Center, climb maintain level 370.
Okay, we'll wait and see what he sends me to.
Northwest 45 heavy.
Okay, yeah, Andrew, I'm looking for it here in the email.
Envoy 241, descend via the Surfer 4 arrival. See the Surfer 1, Envoy 241.
Yeah, I haven't got it here yet, buddy. All right, well, let me bring up this cam back. I also don't mind emails at my ham radio email, KE0VH@outlook.com. Kilo Echo Zero Victor Hotel at outlook.com. Oh, okay. It just got here. Very cool. Let me pull this up. All right. Oh, man, that is just slick, dude. That is just slick. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that up. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, oh, my gosh, that is so cool. You'd have to give me a lesson in how to read all of this. And I guess that's what your training does. Okay, you brought up UAL 1313. There's our route. Very cool. Oh man, so glad you could stop into the stream here tonight, Andrew. Man, isn't that just awesome? So awesome. Thanks for being here and thanks for sharing that. I'm going to keep that. That is very cool. Very cool indeed. All right, it just took it a minute. And if you look at the bot, yeah. Okay, here we go. Please contact me on 132.20. So we got an instant mesh or a message from Oakland Center. So let's call him. Oakland Center. Let's see, I got to turn that off. All right, let's go back there. Oakland Center, good evening. United 1313 with you at 39,000 feet.
United 1313, Oakland Center, radar contact about 25 miles northwest of Fort Jones.
Yeah, copy that, and welcome to the Captain Jack Flight Sim stream on YouTube tonight. Glad to have you along with us. United 1313.
Roger, welcome.
All right, we'll say hello to him.
20, contact NorCal approach 133.950.
Okay, so we're under Oakland Center here now. I'm going to go ahead and dial up NorCal approach in case he sends me off there. Always try to stay a step ahead of two of the frequencies. It just makes it easier. Okay, ZT107 says, just sent you my views. All right, let me pull those up.
Yeah, 1420, thanks for the help.
Yeah, 14, roger. Or, actually, 1420, roger.
Okay, there we go. Okay, those are your two views, so we got those. All right, let me put those on. We'll do I'll do them one at a time here. So there you go. Oh man, you guys are so awesome sharing this with me. Thank you, thank you. So those are your two views, and let's see, there was another one.
Good evening, United 115 heavy passing 10,000.
Go ahead and pull that up.
190.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 115,
oh my gosh, that is so cool.
380.
And so, yeah, you can zoom right in and see guys taxiing around. Wow. And then, of course, here's, okay, no messages connected there. Oh, man. That is just incredible. That is just incredible. Well, you guys have a big fan in me, I'll tell you right now. Huge, huge fan. And I can't thank you enough for sharing those. Okay, yep, there's Mount Shasta off to the west. If I look here on my map, yep, Mount Shasta. 14,000 feet, that one. Boy, what a beautiful shot. Okay, I got something blinking at me over here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Oakland Center. Please okay. I've already acknowledged that. Wow, what a great, great shot. Let's go ahead and take a picture of this. Maybe I'll use that for the next flight stream there. Actually, I got to come back over here. Get the mouse over here where it won't be in view. Hit F12. And there's our picture. All right. With Mount Shasta off the wingtip there. Absolutely gorgeous. Take one more. Yeah, we'll use that in an upcoming flight sim. All right, let's get back here up on the DAT. I'm going to give myself just a little lighting, just to give me a little more contrast there on the front panels. And let's go down here and look at our progress again. All right, top of descent is 109 miles away. We're about 12 minutes away from top of descent. Wow, I just can't get over these views you guys sent me. That is just absolutely remarkable, the way that you do that. Boy, what fun. You know, would they allow you guys to live stream? Your controlling? That might be something really, really cool to think about.
Sierra, leave my airspace to the north. Seattle Center's offline. Radar service terminated. 350 change approved. We'll see you.
Frequency change approved. November 45 Mike Sierra. Have a good day. YouTube.
Okay, let's see. I didn't get to read some of the no, I didn't get to read some of the chat here. Let's see. Noah said, Noah, hello, welcome. Just heard the shameless plug on frequency, LOL. Love your voice. Sounds like you should be a sports announcer or someone on the radio. Well, Noah, I was on the radio for 35 years. So, yeah. Hey, Tom, sorry you missed the takeoff, but of course you can catch it You can catch it on the replay there if you'd like.
1085, have the traffic.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Noah, thanks, man. Hey, Tom, good to have you here. ZT107 says black and yellow is the stars display. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Which is the radar client. Bluish one is a ground radar. I'm going to go back and look at this ground radar display, ASDX, and Google Maps is the tower cab. That is just incredible. Man, oh man, I had no idea that it was quite that sophisticated. I guess I kind of imagined it was, but not. Let's see, Buffy Aviation. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Heard you on frequency. Had to get a word in. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I really am glad you guys. Please go ahead and do me the YouTube thing and hit that thumbs up button. Really would appreciate it, and glad you're here. Let's see. ZT107 stars is mainly used for your Tracon controllers, but PDX has an in-cab radar display that they use for situational awareness. Yeah, I can imagine how you would have to have that, how you would have to do that, for sure. Yeah. Andrew, sometimes you do on Twitch. Hey, please send me a link. Please send me a link so I can watch you and say hello. I've got a couple of guys here on YouTube that I watch a lot, Owls FS and Mickety Mike, and they're two really great flight simmers, and of course I watch Captain Canada fairly frequently as one.
NorCal approach 133.95, see ya. 395.
Okay, well, I'll see when he tells me that. Let's see. Andrew also says our friend Snowho Rules does all the time. Okay, I have to take a look at that. ZT107, I know a handful of controllers that do stream. Their setups haven't bothered yet personally. It takes a little involvement for sure. And if you're going to sit there and you're going to run the stream as well as do, the thing like me flying this aircraft,
and
it can get a little...
84. I have that traffic just 200 feet above me, but I have passed...
200 feet above me. Let's see, Noah says, any chance you're from Colorado? Yep, I'm in the Denver area, man. In the Denver area, Noah. Colorado 1 is I call it my signature aircraft. I wish I had it as one of my models back up here, but I just can't find the doggone thing in a 1/130 scale. Like, I've got... United Jet, I've got Southwest. Here, I'll show you real quick.
For you is 12 to 1 o'clock, about 6 miles northbound, the heavy going in.
So, yeah, I've got my United Jet. I've got Freedom 1 from Southwest. I've got a standard Southwest livery. And then there's an Alaska 737-900. And a Frontier Airbus back there, back further on the shelves.
3555, we'll see you later. American 2423.
Okay, I got to kind of pay attention there to make sure he doesn't calls me. Seattle Center ZSE is always happy to have you. Yeah, I've talked to Seattle Center before. Yeah, for sure, ZT. Noah says, I'm Boulder born and raised. Hey, right on, Noah. Well, you know the area. Man, we are going to get dumped in snow. I should do a flight sim tomorrow flying into Denver because we're supposed to get anywhere from 6 to 24 inches of snow in the Denver metro area. Those of you who know me personally, you'll know last year I really injured my shoulder. I tore 3 of the 4 rotator cuff tendons. Okay, top of descent is starting to come up here, about 60 some odd miles away. So we'll just keep flying here until somebody calls us. I'm ready for NorCal approach, and Oakland Center is there. Oakland Tower, I imagine they might be handling SFO, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, injured my shoulder really, really bad. Had surgery on it, rehabbed it, then had my right knee replaced in December, and I took a little bit of a hiatus from flight simming here during that time. And just have gotten that back full speed. Now we're going to get this dumping of snow just in time for me to shovel snow with my new knee. How about that? Oh, man. Oh, it's been fun having you guys here tonight. It's just really made the flight. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Noah says, you sound so familiar. What radio station did you work for, if you don't mind me asking? Not at all. Here in Denver. But, dude, it's been, oh, my gosh. It's been quite a few years. 560 AM KLZ playing contemporary Christian music. I worked for what was then Y108 KRXY FM and AM in Lakewood, Denver, and worked for Cool 105 for a little while back when it was playing oldies as far as the radio stations here in Denver. So nope, don't mind asking at all. Yep, but live here in the Denver metro area, and like I said, I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be shoveling, man. I'm going to be shoveling. Then I'm going to get in the flight sim and try to land in the soup in Denver. That'll be fun. And it could get really intense in the afternoon. Flying over Northern California here. Let's get a view outside the aircraft.
United 1313, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain level 240.
Okay, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 240. Yeah, we're coming up on top of descent here in about another, 40 miles anyway. United 1313, thank you.
Roger, thank you.
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and go to top of descent. If you don't mind, add your stream details to your remarks in your filings. Took me a minute to find you. Oh, great idea. Great idea. I sure will next time. I'll make sure to do that. Yeah, I'll put it in. Yeah, it's at Captain Jack, CAPN. And I like to say, I'd like to have Jeffrey, what's his name? The guy who played Barbosa. You found me on Volanta, Noah. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I'd like to have Barbosa go, and this is the real Captain Jack. I'd like to do that, but I'll figure it out sometime. And we'll have a special guest appearance here from Captain Barbosa. Yeah, I'm the real Captain Jack. That reminds me.
Open Center, United 1543 with you.
Actually, earlier today I was watching bloopers from Pirates of the Caribbean.
1543 Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
And you know, those guys are just funny to start with.
United 1543, what's your planned Mach number in the climb and in for cruise?
You know, that's something that I don't know. Okay, Andrew, you plugged your Twitch in. Not sure if you saw it. You know what? Let me go back in the email and see. Okay, no, I'm not seeing it, buddy. I'm sorry. I see. Noah says if any dev comes out with a Metroliner, I'd love to do some Denver air connection routes. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that myself. I kind of just really been flying around domestically. I haven't really gone out of the country with the exception of Cancun. And the Bahamas, if you want to count that. Yeah, we flew into Nassau on one of the flight streams here just recently. Okay, Andrew says should be there. Let me... Are you talking about in the screenshot you sent me, Andrew, or let's see? Oh no, now we got it. Okay, you know what? I am going to take this and copy it and go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay, Andrew, very good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. That is so. I forgot to hit send. Okay, well that'll do it. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, I'm going to look that up, man. I will be checking it out for sure. Okay, top of descent is 20 miles away. We're going to get ready to lower our altitude here, and he said descend and maintain 24,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and take that to flight level 240. Let's get our... Okay, progress 7.3. I'll say okay, so we're going to take 1,000 pounds of fuel, and we're going to our gross weight at landing will be 113.5. So let's get that in. ILS and course are in here already. We'll do a flaps 30 landing. Let's get that in there. Okay, 111.7. So let's get that programmed in. 111.7. And we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll do the same on nav radio too. 111.7. Okay. Well, we've got some other ATISes and stuff coming up too. So we'll see where he sends us here in a moment. Andrew, ZT, or Sean, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing tonight and being here. Man, I can't appreciate you enough. And Noah, glad you found me on Volanta. I don't do Volanta on my just regular flight simming that I do during the week, and I'll fly 5, 6, 7 times during the week just for fun because I love doing this and talking to the VATSIM guys and all of that. So, Andrew, ZT, I'm going to be definitely trying to fly in your area a little more. Okay, I've got an alarm on the FMC there. Let's see. Reset MCP altitude. You know what? I got to talking there, and, it's coming up close. All right, so let's go ahead and turn our altitude down. It's 24,000 feet, and we'll need to keep a watch on that. Okay, top of descent. Okay, we started our top of descent has been met, and we're starting our descent profile. So that looks good, Yeah, let's see. Andrew, I'm going to go ahead.
Stay your position.
I'm going to go ahead and I want to take a look at your site there. Let me put it back over here. Oh, man, nice. Very cool.
Call sign, but Hotel Echo Romeo 61.
Shrek 24,000. Okay. Let me bring this up. If you don't mind, I'll share the site with everybody. I'm going to proceed and get there. There you go. Shrek 24,000. Oh, man, that is so cool, dude. I'm going to be watching. And I need to follow. Oh, you know what? I haven't joined Twitch. I got to do that. Okay, I'll do that, Andrew. We'll definitely do that. Okay, here we are. We're coming on in.
13 descend via the Bodega 3 arrival to San Francisco altimeter 3010.
We'll descend via the Bodega arrival and 3010 is United 1313. I got to remember who I am. Okay, so. And the other thing is, you guys who have been here before.
Contacting Oakland Center, good day. Climbing up to flight level 190, direct Seagull.
Yeah,
you know, I like to.
Center, climbing maintain flight level 350, the altitude leaving.
Leaving 14,000 right now and go up to 350 for United 65.
If I could learn to type.
And the Hotel Echo Romeo.
Ooh, 21 knot headwind, but that'll be all right. 3010. Okay. So let's get that set in. And we're making a left turn here, 3010. Okay, that is set on our barometer. And we'll go ahead and get that switched over to Barrow as well and do some of our checklist procedures here for descent. So Barrow is to Barrow. Arrival and weather data set, destination weather is obtained. Yeah, once again, we can see that here. 21 knot wind at 290. We're going to be coming in on runway 28. Clouds are scattered at 20,000.
Flight level 360, just past KG.
I love the METAR.TAF website. It just gives you all that really great information. Okay. Our VREF is set. Radios are set. ILS and frequency. All right, let's. That's set in. We already checked that. We can take a quick look here.
Stand by. Let me look.
111.7. All right, that's good. We're not going to need anti-ice at this time. MCP, we've reset the altitude. I'm going to go ahead and take it down to 18,000 feet to start with. In a minute, we're going to look at what our entry point is going to be for the ILS.
United 1187, I'm probably going to be unable just for airspace, but I'll have you over to LA Center here in about 6 minutes, and you can make the request there.
Not a problem. Thanks for trying.
Okay, the ILS 28 right. It is a Category 3 approach, so we could do that. All right. Its course is going to be 284 on the chart. And sometime I'm going to figure out how to get these charts up for you guys to be able to see as well. We'll see if they give us any vectors, but I really don't think they will. Our minimums for this runway is 113, so, but we're going to have clear skies, so it's not going to be a problem. So we'll set our barometric altimeter to 113 on the PFD. So we just set that. All right, we're good. We're on descent profile pretty well at 30,000 feet. We're looking good. Auto brake, we'll go ahead and set our auto brake for brakes 2, so that's set. We've already set the fixed rings. Altimeter is set for local. All right, once again, I need to get some charts up. Let's see. ZT107, you say we're here for the pilots. Glad to meet people interested in how the other half of VATSIM works. Oh, man. Yeah. Like I said, big fan. I would love to come and visit you at your place and see you do it. That would be just absolutely crazy wild. Crazy fun.
Oakland Center, good evening, November 571 Tango Bravo, level 190,000.
Once again, guys, sure would appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button for me. That would be just absolutely awesome. Yeah, I'll pull up a Volanta here for you to see it.
With you, responding.
And Northwest 45, sorry about that. There's a miscommunication between controllers. But while I have you, reset transponder squawk 3706.
See, where am I?
3706, Northwest 45 heavy.
FedEx.
Okay, there we are.
85 leaving my airspace to the north. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Oh, that is cool. Coming in over Healdsburg, I believe it is. Okay, we'll bring that over here. By the way, I am running some software to help control my frame rate. I was going to show you guys this tonight, too. Oh, you know what? I did not start it. Okay. I didn't start it. Well, that's all right. But we're getting good frames. You can see, well, actually you can't because the on-air banner's covering it, but we're getting anywhere between 38 to 45 frames. Here, let's take a look outside the aircraft. Oh, Andrew, cool. Really? You say you're live right now. I've got you on over here. I got to figure out how to bring up that live bit. Is that it? I think I did that right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you moving the mouse around and seeing stuff. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and put something in here. Oh, you know what? It wants me to join first. I got it. Yeah, okay. Let's just see if I can do this here real quick. Good grief. You got to have a You're going to have a password to flush a doggone toilet here before too long. Okay, I'll tell you what. Stand by, because, if it wants my phone number and stuff, I'm happy to put that stuff in, but let's stand by on it. Okay, man, we got, that is so cool, dude. I'm sitting here watching you go in and out of, PDX Tower. Of course, we've got you on my, on the stream there. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, I am suitably impressed. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, well, we're transcending down into the Bay Area here.
Northwest 45, heavy contact, Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Now, he did not give me clearance.
20.27 Northwest 45 heavy, so long.
Oakland Center, United 1313, we're already at 22,000 feet. Just wanted to get clearance to go lower.
United 1313 to send by the Bodega 3 arrival contact, NorCal approach 133.95.
Okay, we'll contact NorCal approach here in the Bodega 3 arrival. United 1313, thanks. Have a great night.
13, stay with us for now. Stay with us.
Copy that, 1313. Okay, let me make sure that I'm going in the way he wants me to go in. Bodega. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right.
Oakland Center, American 200 Bravo, at top of descent. JetBlue 7384, contact Salt Lake Center 120.27.
Okay, the entry point for the runway is 1,800 feet. I'm going to presume he's going to give it to me. If he doesn't want me to go lower, then we'll change it. Okay, so we're at 18. You're cleared the arrival. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I sit here and I get so busy in my head that I forget exactly what he said. Yeah, we're cleared the arrival. And I got to tell you too, ZT, I'm still learning how to do this, especially in the interaction with the controllers.
120.27. Yeah. Salt Lake Center 120.27, United 1785. See ya.
I got to tell you though, this is just absolutely immersive and amazing. It's just amazing what we can do here, and I'm glad we've got a night when we've got some controlling going on. We've flown quite a few flights lately to where we were just basically Unicom the whole time. We didn't really have control on. Yeah, you cleared the Bodega 3 down to 11,000 based on the charts, yeah. Okay, good. All right, we're coming up on 18,000 feet, so we've got the altimeter of 3010, so let's go ahead and set that and get back on our descent path. And I'll tell you too, ZT, that's something else I'm learning. I'm learning how to really read the charts, how to really understand what it is I'm supposed to be doing altitude-wise at a certain time. So, yeah, assuming you meet the published crossing restrictions. Yeah, I trust my flight plan. I really trust the flight plan. I'm glad that they give us that kind of guidance.
United 1313, can I NorCal approach 133.95?
Okay, 133.95 for United 1313. Thank you. Have a great night. NorCal approach, United 1313 with you at 15,700 feet inbound on the Bodega approach for SFO.
United 1313, NorCal approach, advise whiskey, expect ILS runway 28 right approach.
Okay, expect the ILS 28 right, United 1313. Okay, there's a Golden Gate Bridge down there.
Departure, Southwest 2616.
And it looks like...
2000.
It looks like there's a ship down there about to go under it. So, yeah, we're coming in via the Bodega approach.
Yeah, it's Southwest.
Oh, man, look at that.
Council pressure at contact.
Alcatraz Island.
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
The Oakland Bay Bridge. Golden Gate.
Up to 190 for Southwest 2616, and can you give me the direct again? Southwest 2616.
Oh, man, what a shot. What a shot.
Direct hit ready for Southwest.
F12. There it is. That's too cool. You know, my wife says, you're just pretending. I know, but God, it's so cool. So much fun. All right, we'll get some shots in there, and I'll get them posted up after the flight. Okay, we're at 13,100 feet. Our missed approach altitude will be 3,000 feet, so we'll get that set here in just a little bit.
NorCal, good evening. Delta 2255 on the ground here at Sacramento. Quest taxi.
Wow.
2255. NorCal, runway 1, runway 35 right, taxi via Delta.
Golden Gate Bridge, there's downtown San Francisco.
2255.
Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, I know. We're sitting here in a room looking at a computer simulation. But God, it's just freaking cool. Oh, my word. Okay, we'll start kind of paying attention. Now, this is really an interesting arrival. If we look on the MFD here, it takes us virtually to the airport, out, and then back. I almost would rather get some vectors. No, we're going to fly it. Let's just fly it and see what happens. See, there's SFO right under us there. Yeah, we're going to just continue on. A little hazy.
616, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Little hazy through there.
Thanks for the help. Southwest 2616.
Now, I wonder if he's going to send me to Oakland Tower, just in case.
NorCal, approach United 576.
I'm going to have 127-200 dialed up. Oakland Tower, looking at my screen over here.
30 right, taxi via Zulu, Juliet.
Show you guys what I'm looking at.
Zulu, Juliet, Yankee, 49-2165.
Is everything here on the VATSIM software.
Okay, 1313, reduce speed to 210 in the ops, then descend and maintain 4,000.
Okay, 1313, reduce speed to 210 and descend, maintain 4,000, United 1313. Okay. Let's get in here and do a speed interval. Reduce speed to 210. And we're going to go on down to 4,000. I want to look one more time. Steep descent after bricks. Okay. Let's pull back to where we can see that. Okay, I'm going to get our landing and taxi lights on, and you know what? I'm going to start a little bit faster descent here. Actually, no, let's just follow the flight plan. Nope, let's go back. Vertical nav. Although that speed restriction we've got to watch out for. So let's go back and get that in. Now it's going to start descend down into vector onto final and pass you off to tower. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, thanks, ZT. Appreciate it.
Okay, NorCal approach Southwest 2231, rated taxi.
Okay, let's get some speed brake in and get that speed down.
Say location.
Southwest 2231 on Zulu.
Southwest 2231, runway 30 right, taxi via Zulu.
30 right, taxi via Zulu, southwest 2231.
Okay, and he wants me at 4,000 feet.
Yeah, 1313.
Okay, we just got another notice. NorCal approach appears you deleted, not flown a vector segment of the SID star you're currently flying. Yep. Future, please ensure you comply with the vector assignment. Oh, yeah, you know what, you're right.
1313, turn right, heading 190.
Turn right, heading 190, and got your message there, United 1313, 190. Turn right, heading 190, so let's get going. No, right, you silly thing. Come on. Well, all right. Well, come on. Let's go back to 190, dude. I'm learning here, guys. Yeah, I did get rid of a vector, and it showed up there in my flight plan and was, I should have left it. That's right. When I'm not flying with control, I usually vector myself. Yeah, we're on heading mode now, Andrew. Got busy for a second. Yeah, it looked like you were going to get busy there. Okay, we're at 190, and I got to start getting some flaps in and get that speed down. Holy smokes, I'm too fast. Come on, let's start getting down there, airplane. It's probably going to vector me off again to the left. We'll probably turn left.
Yeah, 1313, turn left, heading 040.
040, United 1313. Okay, 040. Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody down there, and oh, there's a football field. Hey, that's pretty cool. VATSIM is for learning. Yeah, ZT, thanks, man. I appreciate that, because sometimes you end up feeling a little dumb, but, you know, there you go. Aviate, navigate, educators, the bigwigs say. Yeah, aviate, navigate, communicate. Yes, sir.
Approach, Fernando 105 Delta.
Okay, we're at 4,000 feet where he wants us to be.
1313, 10 miles from Axel, turn left heading 310, maintain 3,000 until established cleared ILS, runway 28, right approach.
Okay, turn left to 310, maintain 3,000 until established on the ILS approach, United 1313. Okay, 3,000.
Previous aircraft calling, say call sign request.
Sorry, Benento 105 Delta. We're on the ground at Monterey, and we'd like a VFR flight following to the south. Lima 52 is our destination.
Okay, we're looking good here. This is fine. I see exactly what he's doing.
Our Beechcraft 36 Benento.
Man, you guys are awesome. Holy cow. Rich, hey, hello. Yeah, howdy, crew. I like that one. Rich. Yeah, hello to the Captain Jack crew. Yeah, I like that. All right. Okay, we see SFO off in the distance. So he said descend and maintain 3,000 until established. Going to get ready to arm that approach here in just a couple of minutes. We're about 13 miles out.
Yeah, it's 70 left 65, runway 30 right, clip takeoff.
You guys are interested. Get your
Delta 2255, number 1 at 25 right.
Get your landing rates in the window. What do you think I'll do? I'm going to guess at about I'm going to say minus 200. I'd love it to be lower, but we'll see. You know, the essence of everything is a good, safe, solid, legal landing, right? So that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to be looking for. Man, I love how you guys, once again, the controllers, oh, man, you do such an excellent job in guiding us in, and it amazes me how you know those headings and you know everything to get us in there. That is just absolutely remarkable. We're going to get ready to arm the approach here in just a moment. We're almost coming in on the glide slope, and we'll get in on the localizer here in just a minute. Watch for that diamond to turn magenta. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach. ZT minus 250. Hey, I'll be happy with that. And if we keep the landing legal, that will be terrific. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set this down for 1,800 feet now. The approach is armed, but we're going to be above the glide slope. Something is not working the way that we would.
November 105 Delta is ready for taxi. We'd like Lima at 28 left if possible.
805 Delta.
Let's get that nose down.
Runway.
Yeah, we may come in here a little fast. I'm going to go ahead and go to flaps 15.
28 left at Lima via Alpha Lima, 05 Delta.
2,500.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit of the aircraft landing, yelling at us. Let's get the landing gear down. Okay, we're coming in on the approach. We're doing fine. She's screaming at me a little bit. No, we're on the approach, Andrew. The approach is armed and it's captured. We've captured. We're good. We are good. We can see a capture here. We're on the VOR lock and the glide slope. The MCP speed is coming down. I'm going to get us down a little more. Yeah, we're coming in a little hot. I'm going to go ahead and get this set. We're going to go ahead and go flaps 30. And I do have some speed brake on to get us in there at the moment. Okay, we'll continue.
NorCal citation 52858 on the ground. San Jose, Oscar.
Yeah, I'll let the controller know.
50
NorCal United 1313. We are established and on about a 5 mile or 3 mile final at the moment.
Yeah, 1313. Sorry, contact San Francisco 0.5.
Give me that frequency again, sorry.
120.5.
120.5 United 1313.
And NorCal Delta 20.
Tower, United 1313 on about a mile approach to 28 right, SFO.
United 1313 San Francisco, tower runway 28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 right, United 1313. Okay, here we go. Let's get in here. I'm going to start the record so we can maybe watch the landing. All right. My airplane.
300.
It's nice that we got a straight-on headwind, but we're coming in pretty. We're coming in pretty. 200? We're a little above the glide slope.
100. Minimums.
Okay. Let's get on that center line.
50. 30. 20.
Nose up.
10.
Okay. Minus 214. Hey. All right. Reversers. Okay. 70 knots, and we'll go ahead and exit the runway. All right, guys, that was a good landing. Minus 214, super happy with that. We'll go back and watch the replay here in just a minute. Let's clean up the aircraft. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stop and call tower and get taxi instructions. Tower United 1313, clear the runway at, well, I can't tell where I'm at exactly, Tango, and ready for taxi. Okay, where'd he go? SFO Tower, yeah, 120, that's fine.
13, taxi to the ramp via runway 28 left and roll down to Quebec and Alpha.
Okay, we'll roll down 28 left to Quebec and then Alpha and then on in United 1313. Thank you. Okay, go ahead and get moving here. Okay, so let's see. ZT, you said minus 250. I got you. I got better than that tonight. I'm glad. Yeah, Andrew, you know, I've been doing this aircraft for, holy smokes, I've been doing this aircraft, okay, Quebec, then Alpha, so we've got to go down a little further.
West 5682 gate, Foxtrot 1, ready to pick up IFR Princess Sacramento.
Skywest 5682, San Francisco Tower, clearance on request.
Welcome to San Francisco, guys. We're going to go down here and park the aircraft and basically sign off VATSIM, and then we'll go back and do the replay. Thanks for your help training, Andrew, ZT. Man, can't thank you enough. And well, it's good to see everybody who has checked in tonight and kind of hung out with me a little bit. I appreciate that. Okay, I think this is Tango coming. No, we got to go. He wanted me to go all the way down to Quebec.
United 1313, thanks for helping out with the runway closure and the taxiway closure.
Okay. I am a little lost here. All right. Okay, Quebec. All right. There we go. See, I'm sorry. What was that for 1313? I was distracted a minute trying to figure out where I was. I lost my tracking.
Thanks for helping out. There's quite a few taxiway and runway closures today. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and clear VATSIM here. Thanks, guys, for being around. I really appreciate all your VATSIM guys help so much. Captain Jack in the flight sim, United 1313. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clear out a VATSIM.
It'll be a day.
Okay. VATSIM is gone. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just park the aircraft right here, and let's watch a couple of landings here. All right, so let's get up for that. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, we're going to disappear. We're going to all of a sudden appear back in the air here. So hopefully I won't lose the flight sim. I've had the flight sim dump out on me a couple of times. So and we want to get rid of that. And yes. Okay, that wasn't necessarily a real good view, although that looked like a good landing to me. So let me get back over here. We're going to pause it one more time. We're going to go back out and up a little bit. So let's do that. Okay, resume the replay. I also did not give you guys the throttle cam view. Yeah, I'll take that landing all doggone day long. Now, you see up in the tips, The tips in the simulator say minus 233. The LRM, I'll be curious to see what Volanta says. As a matter of fact, I better probably end the flight in Volanta. So let's go ahead and end flight. Yes, we want to end that because we don't want to get multiples on that. And let's resume our replay here and get a look out our passenger window. Let's reset the speed brakes. Yeah, Tom, smooth. I think that was not bad. I'm getting happier and happier and happier with my landings. And I worry more about the technical end of things than I do, getting all those heavy-duty minus numbers. I was talking with Mickey Mike in his chat earlier today about that very thing right there. And it's really, a technical, good, legal landing is really a lot more to be desired necessarily than a quote-unquote smooth butter landing. But, I'll take this one all day long. Well, listen, I got to thank all you guys for being here. Hey, Mike, you're here. Are the levels the sim exclusive for only experienced pilots and ATCs? You know what? Our ATC buddies, ZT and Andrew, will have to handle that. I'm not real sure how to answer that one. All right, guys. Well, hey, that's going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Really appreciate you so much for hanging out with me and all the expertise. Want to thank ZT, Sean. Thank you so much, Andrew. Mike is here. Tom, Bernie was here. Rich, you were here. I'm going to go back and I want to be sure to try to thank everybody. And Noah, you were here. Bernice, of course. I want to thank everybody for showing up. If I didn't mention your name, I am so sorry. But really, you guys are making this sim a wonderful experience. So with that, I'll go ahead and give you another replay here or two. And we'll look for you next week, next Wednesday night. We'll probably fly from San Francisco to San Diego. That's one I wanted to do here in the flight sim, and I just think it'll be so much fun. So with that, everybody, God bless you. Thanks for being here. Pray for me as I shovel snow tomorrow. All right, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless you, and take care. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you later.